Darlings, it is the greatest day of the week. Hope your weekend was good.
Yeah.
Your Monday's about to get better. I'm Sean
Yeah.
Plott.
I'm Lee Travis McElroy Grainer. Damn it. Damn it.
This is a good intro. Keep it
I'm
going.
Sean Bloom.
Welcome to the finest show on the internet, Mostly Walking, where we are continuing our playthrough yet again of Sam and Max Save the World by Skunk Ape, a developer consisting of some of the early Telltale folk who've remastered this little gem from 2007. And
Mastered
now,
me once.
oh
Shame
yeah,
on you.
yeah. Now I am wearing an historical shirt, and there's
Ooh.
two interesting qualities about it. First, these are the shirts that were given out to people at the 2005 World Cyber Games US Grand Final.
Whoa.
Okay.
Now,
Whoa.
just saying, it's the only one I won. So
Oh, what?
I didn't just take home one of these. I took home like 20. Largely
Whoa.
because there would be a guy on the stage and he'd be like, all right, who wants to do a push-up contest? I would need 5 of you. So 5 people would go up, and then whoever did the most push-ups would get a digital camera. Now, this is pre-phones. This is when, you actually needed a whole blocky-ass device to take cameras. They were, big when I was in college and shit.
Yeah.
And if you lost, you got a shirt. And all the players learned that there just was not enough generalized attendance. So, all the players that had been knocked out or were waiting on their round would just constantly volunteer. And I remember my brother did, 40 of these. And, he just kept, trying to do push-ups. He'd done, 200 push-ups in the day, and he just, couldn't get there. So, this shirt has a lot of just special memories. And the second interesting fact about this shirt is that it is 2022, and this is from 2005, and it's just fine. It hasn't done what every shirt I've bought in 2018 has done, which is to disintegrate.
Right.
Why is that? Is it blessed? Is it like a Shroud of Turin?
That's actually the direction we're going to go in. I feel like
Okay.
if you take this off and turn it inside out, you'll see the lights of radiation when I insightfully built a bunch of fucking Zerglings sometime in late September. And then you can, graze your fingers over it, and you're like, I feel a need to hold the Z button or whatever. It's a really important sort of...
Z button.
Yeah.
It's me.
Wait, isn't that more Zelda and less Craft? Z? Are you talking about Z targeting some Protoss? What are you talking about?
Z makes Zerglings. I literally made the same joke in 2 different ways, both of which were not funny, and one was unparsable.
It sounds to me like it's a quest item.
Yeah.
Those can't be destroyed. So
It's definitely soulbound, 1000%.
That's great. And the best part about this soul is that it's now stored on the blockchain. Yeah, isn't that... I gotta be honest. I think there's never been a technology easier to make fun of than NFTs. I don't even want to. I don't really think about them very much, but it just feels alarmingly easy at all points in time. It's terrific.
You know what I like about NFTs?
Tell me.
No, I've got a bit. What's the deal with NFT? No, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There was a guy who went to jail several times in his life for selling people the Brooklyn Bridge. He would sell them. He would sell them the Brooklyn Bridge.
100%. Yeah.
This man did not own it. He would simply sell them a piece of paper that said they owned it.
Yeah.
And that happened in the late 1800s. So there you go. It's just that, but with blockchain.
Now what I really am interested in learning about is how, if it was late 18th century, how do you even go about prosecuting anyone for anything at all sensibly? Because frankly, burning someone for being a witch can totally wrap my head around, right? That's just seething crazy fear and hatred. And that
You're not
makes
defending
sense.
it. You're just saying.
No. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I'm not saying. Look, sometimes literally you need to burn people to death for random reasons. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying that
people believe.
I can wrap my head around that, but I cannot wrap my head around the duk, 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 duk. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you sell this man the Brooklyn Bridge? And the guy takes off his hat, removes his monocle, takes off his jacket, takes off his other jacket, takes off his hat,
shirt,
unbuttons
takes
his
off
vet,
pants.
rolls up his sleeves, takes off another coat, and goes, come right in. I've had tea brewing all day for some reason. And they're pouring a glass. They're having like morphine and alcohol, like in a bottle, just like passing it around, like just random hard drugs. And
This got incredible, honestly.
yeah, no, I was reading about you just like, here's the things that were in a cupboard at home, and it was just like salt, morphine and alcohol for a children's cough syrup, and I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Now, so like when you sit down with this man in his house, do you go, yo, did you sell this man the Brooklyn Bridge? Because if I were him, I would go, and I feel like that's ironclad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's there was no evidence back then.
Right?
It's just
Well,
hearsay. Yeah, hearsay and heresies.
you make me very curious about the mechanics of the transaction, right? Like, what was exchanged, what was signed?
Yeah, because
I think there was definitely some fancy outerwear that was involved. Like, I think most of it is just in the hat.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're going to sell a Brooklyn Bridge, you better show up wearing like a 13, 14, 15 gallon hat.
Yeah, no, that thing better be huge. But like, how do you have a paper trail before the printing press? Like, the notion of paper trail is like new technology.
First
for
of
printing
all,
press.
I don't think this is before the printing press.
And I don't think it's
No.
paper trails.
But what I am saying is that this is like new media. Like a paper trail is like an abstract thing. Yeah. Like some people, you explain the notion of a paper trail, and they don't even know how to read. So this notion is they can't even imagine it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have paper trails of purchases going. That's some of the oldest.
And for real estate, especially, like I've had to do a couple of, purchases and refinancings and whatever's. On the condo that I own, and like there is when you buy real estate, like that's not something that just that involves two people. Like the government gets involved. There's a building downtown in LA that has a record of who owns what property.
Oh shit.
Like,
God, I badly want to just become a fly on the wall 50 years before that period of time. Right. Where someone's like, no, I swear to God I own this building. And there's another person who's like, no, I own it. No, it's mine. Like, that's awesome.
I think that's where, what is it? Possession is 9/10 of the law? Like,
that's terrifying. Have you ever had that moment
that
where,
is terrifying.
That's also 9/10 of football. That's crazy. What a coincidence.
It's
it's so bad.
It's so scary when it's like let's take something expensive, okay? Like a computer. Like you have a laptop that's like fancy, so it's like a $2,000 laptop.
Yeah.
And you take it to a coffee place.
Yeah.
And you forget yourself for a moment, and you just go, or what's even better? No, how about you don't? The person at the table next to you just takes it. You're sitting there.
Yeah.
And you say, you can't do that. That's mine. And they say, no, it's mine. I brought it here. You're fucked now. You're done. They own it now.
Yeah, I actually think that this is the perfect way to design the next true globally successful MMO. It is literally finders keepers 100 layers deep, and like that's how the code works. Like if you're near it and you click on it, you own that thing. Like, and that's like, think how cool that would be. Because like once upon a time there was the very first big MMO, Ultima Online. It had similar graphics to Ultima 7, which is like top down 2D. And you would get into a situation where you couldn't actually put the gems in your backpack. So what you could do, though, is whenever you clicked on something, there was a radius around which you could pick it up and then drop it. So if you had extra loot, you would pick it up, drop it, walk, pick it up, drop it, walk, pick it up, drop it. Because if it was on your mouse cursor, it didn't have weight. Yeah. So this was a huge issue in the mines, where people would like pretend to be AFK, and then you'd like drop your diamond, and they'd pick it up and they'd run away, and you like couldn't catch him. And so you'd wind up in these fucking standoffs where you would just be sitting there, you'd be like waiting, and you'd like put it down and pick him up, and you would see him dash at you, and you'd be like, God damn it! You'd like pretend to be AFK for like an hour, and that is gaming right there. Like none of this, none of this 90-second session with offboarding and shit. Like we need a finders keepers meta inspired by that trash experience, and that's how the whole game is, including the code base.
There's a game called Castle Doctrine. Are you?
No, I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
It's a Jason Rohrer game it's sort of basically this premise. Like you get stuff, you get money that you can use to buy stuff and whatever. You have property, and there is nothing encoded in the game that prevents other people from just taking your property, especially when you're offline. So you have to construct a house where you can put your property and fill it with traps so that if anybody tries to come in, they will be killed by these traps before they can get to your stuff. Because if they can make it to your stuff, then they just walk out with it.
I thought you were going to say locks, and then I realized it was so much better because you said traps.
Yeah.
Are traps the original locks?
Dude, in the original Ultima games, you could, if you like killed someone, you get a key to their house, because like to open doors, it wasn't just like an account verified. You literally had an object that was called a key that weighed like 0.2 pounds.
Oh, that's so good.
And so you'd kill someone, you just like have this key, you like try it on this door, and like try it on this door, and try it on this door, and like you could just like walk in and take all their shit. Oh yeah, it was great. That's great.
There was somebody on Reddit said like at some point in your life, when you have to call a locksmith to get back into your house, like then you realize that like you don't own anything, you're just borrowing it from a locksmith. Like
yeah. I have temporary restraining custody from a locksmith for this apartment. Well, gosh, that is just the most perfect transition into playing Sam Max Save the World.
I feel like we just did a little podcast.
That was good. That was good stuff.
That was good. We've been good podcasters. If we were, a little more nerdy and a little less awesome. But we could, if we were, I don't know, not as hip, I think we'd be on podcasts instead of Twitch.
Yeah, I actually think that if it was 2004 and we were the same people that we are right now, I think we'd make webcomics. That was the dream thing in 2004.
I mean, I can't draw is the thing.
Neither can webcomic
I have a
artists.
webcomic. I made a webcomic called Flex Political Comic Book Lawyer. It's online.
Really?
You can read it.
Lee, how are you so cool? My God. And did you check if we can do rights to do a showing of Crystal Penguin?
I need to still do that. I honestly have been too busy doing blind movie riffing and inventing new adventure games.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's the way it is.
I don't know. Unfortunately, it's ungoogleable.
So,
yeah, I can't find it.
As a reminder for any of you who are joining us from last week's, Gemini says Sean goes from dunking on webcomic artists to praising Lee for being a webcomic artist in the same breath. Yeah, that's like my favorite thing to do. Well, I love to do low-effort takedowns of clearly unbelievably talented people. Like, webcomic artists, none of them know how to draw. Like, that's such an outrageously extreme claim. I think it's hilarious. Oh, my God. So, if you'll recall, we spent about 10-15 minutes at this screen discussing the state of technology in 2006-07 when this was made. And this is Reality 2.0. This is pre-Facebook mass adoption. This is when YouTube is just starting to get some niche momentum. Or niche momentum. And what do we have to do Let's talk to Max and find out. I feel like we had to find something. No, we didn't have to find something old. What are we doing here?
Is it wrong to like Muzak?
Only if you can hear it.
I didn't.
Let's get cracking.
What is
I don't remember.
what does Bosco have for sale?
For
Will that help us?
Hey, Bosco.
Good day, squires.
Oh right.
wanna buy
he's
something.
fantasy.
What would the squire care to purchase?
Oh my gosh, that's right, because he's half elf. Give us the virulent
Right,
biological.
Like a big heaping mess of virulent biological weapon,
Okay.
please.
My bank account still seems to be $1 billion short.
Oh yeah. How do we make an online payment again?
Well, for one, you gotta be online. Call me when you get on the internet.
All
Wait,
right.
did we?
Nothing for.
Can we do this through the presidential?
Oh, because we're still the president, right?
We're still Max is still the president, and we made Sybil's place a historical landmark, and so she gave us something.
Yeah.
Where are
And
we going, Sam?
Nowhere in this old rust bucket. At least not until we get it
I think that
fixed.
we're like right at
Oh,
the start of
right.
the.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was an important piece until the explosion.
So we have to fix the car, and Sybil is currently locked in VR hell.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
thinking of the last episode. All right.
And she's getting hypnotized in
Demons,
VR.
Cast ward of pungent unsavoriness.
Got it. That's right.
VR
okay.
hell.
And then Max, what do we need to do?
Sybil's definitely been hypnotized by those goggles she's got on.
So whack her in the head like we always do with hypnotized people.
I can't get close enough to touch her, Max.
We're gonna have to like drop something on her, or
Whatever's going on with Sybil, it's
Or-
definitely out of the ordinary.
Do you think it has something to do with the electronic surgery, whatchamahoozits?
Could be, little buddy.
Dude, I love how you can just hear audio recorded in a closet. Like that one. Yeah.
Whatever's going on with Sybil, it's definitely out of the ordinary.
You can hear
Think it
that
has
low
something to do with
echo
the
on this
electronic
line.
surgery, whatchamahoozits?
Could be, little buddy.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Could be, little
wow.
buddy.
Let's
Yeah.
get cracking.
Yeah, and
Weird.
then you hear "Let's get cracking." It's like a really nice,
Yeah.
crisp audio. That's game dev right there, man. Where they're like, "All right, just fucking yell, like get under a blanket and yell. That'll do fine."
Game dev in a nutshell.
is there anything above her?
Skinner,
Not really.
the threat of electroshock can turn anyone's frown upside down. I'm not sure whether to lie on this thing or drive it out of here.
The fan? Can we like knock the fan over somehow?
Yeah, let's try the fan.
This fan just blows.
Christ.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
fuck yeah, man,
God.
Ship it.
dude. So here's a question. While I just try to wander around and do extremity testing, like, can we even maybe go to Lefties or some shit like this? Oh, there's a delivery
Lefties
van.
has been abandoned for ages.
Like, what is the biggest, just complete crash and disaster, horrid section of an otherwise great game? Because I'm sure you can point to some canceled mess or like a project that came out at launch and everyone's like, ooh, that's a stinker. But like, what's a game that was just owning, it was nailing it? And then there was like a part where you were like, holy shit. Because I don't even know if I have an example, but like, I'm thinking about the fact that like there's clearly really clever timing on the audio that has different recording qualities, and it's really hard to notice. So it makes me go,
Secret serve ice cream?
Secret
I don't
Service.
think that's fooling anyone.
Ooh, ice cream? I want some!
Uh,
My God, does that stream look good?
Yeah, you like that?
I still don't see why we had to
You're
throw out a
streaming it to
perfectly
us
good
at like
carpet.
7 million
Didn't
frames
match
per
the
second.
drapes.
Yeah, I mean, I actually I unplugged and replugged everything back in and reset the video game.
nice.
Well, it
Nice.
shows.
Thank
Looks
you. It's
great.
pretty impressive.
Everything's
Ooh.
funky fresh now.
Nagmar gives an incredible answer to this. there's a game called They Are Billions. Have you heard of this one?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've heard of it. I
So
haven't played it.
it's a city builder where you are trying to expand human civilization in a zombie apocalypse. And if at any point zombies break through and like touch one of your houses, the house explodes and more zombies come out, and soon your entire city's overrun. And there's no saving. So like once it's dead, it's dead. So it's like really fun, it's really intense, and I mean people are going insane, like loving it. And when they first released it, it was just the survival mode. And then they had this single player where like half the missions were this sort of like bizarre for like third person control a single character who just slowly shoots zombies one at a time and like explores facility. And I like the first few, but then there comes a point where like there's 200 zombies and you're just sitting there going and they took like a fucking an hour. Look at this. Look at
That
this
sounds
cat.
so weird and unnecessary.
Oh, hello. I don't even know what to do, but I'm just like really happy to be here and got my cat and got my
The
friends.
Bill of Rights.
Oh yeah.
6
Yeah.
of 10 remaining.
Bill of Rights 6 of 10 remaining, so good.
Hello, is this the Pentagon? This is the President's National Security Advisor. I think the Swiss are up to something. You'd better check it out.
I love that shocked expression they get when the tanks line up along their border.
It's the little things that make being leader of the free world worthwhile.
Alright. Alright. Oh, ow, that's good. Yeah, right in there.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
Mr. President. This is Margie, your scheduling assistant, with some changes for this week. You still have impeachment hearings on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but the one on Wednesday has been pushed back for your war crimes trial. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Good.
That's prescient. Presidents, am I right? Am I right about these presidents?
oh, prescient with the
Oy.
president. So, like, what do we do? Hey, Waffles, Leprechaun, History Teacher Gamer, and Jen Monet. Thanks for the gifted subbies on this beautiful Monday with the little kitty. Ow.
Aw,
Amazing.
gato.
El gato. Hello, El gato.
He was like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, so like, how do we discover anything that there is to interact with and do? Because this is like a bizarre case of like, I don't even know what's going on.
The little rat's not home.
Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, the fact that we don't have a car really
Yeah, like,
feels really constraining. Which is interesting after the last game or the last
A VCR,
yeah.
which is short
episode
for
where we
Insert Tapes
immediately
Here.
started in a different location.
yeah.
Okay, so we have the punching glove, boxing glove.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we like put it on the end of a broom.
Yeah, maybe let's
Extend its
just do that.
range. Or
I mean,
can
do
we interact
think...
with the Secret Service somehow? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Do we think that Sybil is actually hypnotized? Or is it just like a VR?
Concentrate all your containment
Thing.
spells on the
I
little one.
think it's
the big
just-
one looks slow and stupid.
Now that's just not nice.
I think she's just in VR, but
Yeah.
Where this intercom goes, nobody knows. It's locked. Nothing but waste.
I literally, this is the first time that this has happened in like 6 broadcasts of this game.
That we're
What
just
the hell? Yeah, no, I'm like completely
like
and utterly
old school
lost.
stuck. Yeah.
Jitter Cola is so addictive, even taxidermied foxes can't get enough.
all right. What was the mouse doing in Bosco's?
Great. He was selling.
Was he selling something?
Forgot about that mouse. Thank you. Gosh, look, Sean Bloom's getting us back on track every time. Fuck A+. Here we go. Open it up. President Max demotes Florida to a territory. Oh, there's the
he's
cannon.
got a cannon.
Our favorite
Cannon's
ethically
gonna come in
challenged
handy.
rat, Jimmy Two Teeth.
Sam was wondering where you'd scampered off to.
I'm touched.
I was wondering what embarrassing pose we'd use when we had you stuffed and mounted.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm scared out of my wits. You's gonna buy something or what?
What's for sale?
What's a two-bit crook like you trying to sell this time?
I'll ignore that petty insult for the sake of a successful transaction. I'm selling the latest in interpersonal defense.
You're an arms dealer?
You make it sound so cheap. I deal in peace of mind.
All right.
What have you got in stock?
Yeah, right now I only got this cannon. You guys look like you should just start out with handguns.
We've already got handguns.
Oh yeah? Where?
Just trust him on that one. How much for that cannon?
It's not for sale.
Worst arms dealer ever.
It's not for sale to you guys. I don't sell to the police. Call it my own ethical code.
But we're just barely police.
Yeah, I seen how you guys
We're
work.
just barely
I sell it to
police.
you, and next thing I know, the bunny's got it pointed right at me.
All right.
He nods and smiles.
Yeah.
Freelance police, Mr. Teeth. You're under arrest.
Come along quietly and we'll only use excessive force instead of medieval.
Just try it, pigs. Last time I checked, it was a free country.
I'm working
Can we
on
change
that.
that?
Yeah, right.
Enough games, Jimmy. You're under arrest.
I know my rights. New federal mandate for armament appropriation, and I quote, "No citizen shall be prevented from setting up shop
So let's
without a
shoot the Bill of
license
Rights.
and in someone else's store to sell dangerous weapons indiscriminately to the highest bidder."
Who in his right mind would pass such an irresponsible law?
I couldn't help it, Sam. The gun lobby has these unbelievable gift baskets.
Gift baskets.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
You're still under arrest, Jimmy.
No chance. Shouldn't ought to argue with the guy with the cannon.
All right.
What have you been up to, Jimmy?
You know, the usual knitting, working on my tan. What do you think I've been up to? Starting a business ain't easy.
The Better Business Bureau is going to be hearing about that attitude of yours, mister.
Get bored lounging in the White House pond?
Who was lounging, smart guy? I was networking. Turns out DC.
Oh
is a
my
great
God, I've
place
heard
to get
that.
Tips on being an arms broker.
Maybe it was a bad idea to move the Oval Office back here, Sam.
All right.
Wait, to
You're
move the
still
Oval
running with the
Office
skin
back here,
bodies?
what was that?
I found I no longer
I think-
agreed with their extremist views.
More like you got a little chilly.
Or got tired of seeing your repulsive
Oh,
pink flesh every
is your
morning.
office the
Let's
Oval
just
Office
say I
now?
left for a
Yeah.
variety
Yes.
of reasons.
Ah.
All right.
See you later, Jimmy.
Can
Maybe
we hold him up?
if you can
we
find
point the
me.
gun at him?
Yeah, I'm thinking that we can use the gun to shoot the Bill of Rights that's on the dartboard. Maybe that will change
That
the law.
could be too. You could try that.
Better
Oh.
not.
Hey,
Nope. Nope.
right.
Doesn't like that.
All right.
Urine shrimp? Wait, does that say urine shrimp? Hold on.
All right. We're
you
going
like-
back. We're going back.
I need to know.
Where? Where is it?
It's on the buy one get one.
Brine shrimp.
Oh.
Right here.
Honestly,
I was gonna say, I was like,
Brine shrimp.
that looks like a you.
It looks
I
like
was-
urine shrimp.
I was
Like-
like, excuse
Like,
me.
is there a pun I'm missing? It's supposed to be like you're in trouble, but like you're in shrimp. Is that what it is? You know?
Well, because like they had one or two things that were. I swear I've seen things in this game that are like a little bit of a step beyond, you know, but it's usually hidden in the corner.
Max,
That's
why did you
incredible.
put the Bill of Rights on our dartboard?
House cleaning. Guess what? We no longer have the right to peaceably assemble.
Great.
And next time you're incarcerated, you'll have the choice of cruel or unusual punishment.
I'm beginning to regret voting for the other guy.
Okay, so what if I... Because that's like a cutscene around that. What if I just...
Oh, nope. Nobody even nobody even thought you might try that.
Good for holding up phones, and that's about it.
I take the coat hanger.
I tried adjusting it earlier. Didn't help.
I love Max's little desk.
It's a good little desk.
Look at Jimmy's little mouse hole.
Yeah, it's just not home.
Like, is
The
there
little
anything
rat's
in
not
there?
home.
Damn.
I can't listen to that. Think, boy.
Okay, so maybe it's...
What?
Maybe we get him to listen to the rat who's not giving up his
I
friend.
can't listen to that. Think, boy.
Oh, look at your water tank.
Yeah, no, it's the
Yeah,
White
there's
House.
a White House in there.
Yeah, the fish is the vice president.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could get him to listen to Sybil, and Sybil might
He's
say
saying-
something about half elves, and then
Oh,
lay it
yeah,
out
because she's
for
saying
Bosco.
like that
'Cause
makes sense.
She's
See if
playing
you can-
some kind of an RPG,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a rat. I can see bugs, and I ain't talking.
Hey, Bosco.
Good
Shit.
day.
I can
Yep.
see
To the
bugs,
back.
and I ain't talking.
I don't spy on Bosco. We've got an understanding.
Sir, yes.
What was with the little war style snare drum roll there? That was weird.
It's the introduction for that bug. The bug is a military character.
Oh, wait, why is the bug a military character?
He just has
He just
been.
is.
I mean, I don't know that.
Oh.
I don't know that there's a great reason for it.
It's a little strange, yeah.
This
There it
doesn't
is.
make sense to me.
Something.
Wow.
Oh, we gotta get her to say something now.
Yeah.
Concentrate all your containment spells on the little one. The big one looks slow and stupid.
Now that's just not nice.
Great. So we're gonna say it in the convenience store.
Okay,
Yeah?
here's what she said.
The +2 sword shall be mine.
Oh, that's not what she said.
Mine!
Okay, that's
+2 sword.
a little fakey. Can you try again and see if she says something else?
Yeah, let's...
Maybe she'll say something that's like, "You need to help these two."
That the way that this is set up makes me think that we should leave, and then
Okay, here's
somehow.
what she said.
Yeah.
+2 sword shall be mine. Mine!
Okay. So let's...
I mean,
so-
we could try playing that for Bosco or Jimmy, but I don't know what it'll do.
So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna come back and see what happens.
It's
Okay.
funny because it's like this is rendered relatively well compared to like most games we've played, but it just doesn't have the same quality as the rest of this game.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody's such a good student that you have to like be extra picky.
Fails
It's like, I don't know, you didn't you haven't
Where's the- oh,
revolutionized
there it is.
anything this week.
Is
it's
prototype.
on there. I see
Lightning bolt!
it.
Lightning bolt!
Let's see if...
Okay, here's what she said.
The +2 sword shall be mine.
Well, maybe we just
Okay.
take this
Mine!
back.
Take it to the Bosk.
Because the other place we could conceivably use it is on the phone in our office, but I don't know what
Yeah,
that
like-
would do either.
I don't know what my wants are, other than our car's broken. And it's like, I can sell you a biological weapon. I'm like, alright, well, we have the biological
Well,
weapon.
I want that cannon. I very much
Yeah.
want that cannon because I think we
don't
can use
spy
it
on
to knock
Bosco.
Sybil out.
Sir, yes.
Okay, so this doesn't work.
Yeah, we're back to the thing of just trying to change
Don't
the
touch my
game
banana.
state.
Hey, it's been a while since we've done this.
Just try to change game state?
Yeah, where it's just like, let's make anything occur at all.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't go far to the right, right? You can't go past narrow.
No.
street.
There's
Good.
not another screen that we're missing.
Yeah, there's not a
Doesn't
screen
look
farther
like
to
it.
the right.
Alright.
What about the blacklight foot? For some reason that I keep seeing that. Is that
I
something
can't
that's already been
listen to
explained?
that. Think, boy.
Turn off the lights quick.
Yeah, let me.
Hello again, Mr. President. As usual,
Oh.
we'll have therapists on hand after your speech to talk with the more traumatized children.
All right, Lee. Here you go.
Okay. Can you walk to the right, maybe? Open the
File cabinet or feng shui nightmare?
I can't even
anything in
figure
the
out what to
closet.
do.
The
Yeah.
guy's in there, right? There's a guy in
Yeah.
there.
Hungry, Leonard?
It's just our mementos. I don't think.
Okay,
I don't think
maybe
we can
later
do
then.
anything with them.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they're just fun souvenirs.
I was gonna try and do a mist thing where you turn the light off and see if anything calls out to you. I mean, there's the lava lamp, but I don't think that's
Yeah, I mean, it's like
thing.
I don't, because I feel like we need to get the cannon, and I feel like if we get the cannon, we'll be able to.
Why do we want the cannon?
We'll be able to shoot the woman in the head, and get her to become unhypnotized.
Obviously.
Sure. Okay, that tracks. Hey, it's a bollard. 2 bollards.
I can't listen to that. Think, boy.
Looking alert.
What? What?
What's
the
that thing on the
shit?
ground?
What? This thing?
Yeah.
It's nothing. Get it?
That's
Not interactable.
Secret serve ice cream? I don't think that's fooling anyone.
Ooh, ice cream?
Oh, that's
I
the
want
Secret
some.
Service van. I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it before. I'm catching up here.
Where are we going, Sam?
Nowhere in this old rust bucket. At least not until we get it fixed.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was an important piece until the explosion.
Sounds like you can't fix it yourself.
Can we just use Sybil's computer in her office? Am I like an idiot?
Yeah, let's try that.
Can I? Because it's on the table.
Sur la table. Or her intercom, or her tiki, or her cactus. Backhanded.
I'm not sure whether to lie on this thing or drive it out of here.
The thing that feels the most concrete to me is the cannon. We got to get the cannon, right? Because that's where I see a step-by-step of, like, what's the chain of things that we can do.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix the car. I don't know how to get $1 billion. But if we can get that cannon, then we can use it. So I feel like that's where we should concentrate.
Yeah, let's just go back there.
Oh, that's a laptop.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really weirdly glowy pillow on the couch.
I mean, not a lot of difference between those two things.
Another U.S.
weird-
service on
weirdly
President
glowy
Max's hit
pillow.
list.
Why have we never really seen much development in pillow computing?
pillow computing specifically. Because
Yep.
they're in the last few years, pillow technology vis-a-vis sequins
Looks like the Esperanto.
has been pretty
Right. That's
Dude,
true.
Yeah, no, let me tell you something. All you got to do is bullshit about total accessible market. Like, each household has an average of 8 pillows. And there are 3.6 billion households. If
So if
we
we
can
sell
just get 5% of that market,
You
just
can
5%.
5% of people to replace their pillows with $10,000 ones.
All right, so
screens.
let me talk to Max in front of this.
Let's get cracking.
What do I do with Jimmy
Those
Tucci?
tricks, Jimmy.
Just living the life of a simple businessman making an honest living.
All right.
1156.
It's not too late to make an honest
643.
rat out of yourself, Jimmy.
Or a bookend, or a doorstop.
People want weapons, I sell them weapons. What could be more honest?
Sell us the cannon, Jimmy.
I already told you, it's not for sale.
You're still under arrest, Jimmy.
No chance. Shouldn't ought to argue with the guy with the cannon.
Should not have.
See you later,
Can
Jimmy.
we just take it?
Yeah,
Hey, hands off the merchandise.
that would be so
hands.
good if you just took it. Oh!
Oh! Okay. Do you have to wear something?
I doubt that would yield
catches
useful
the
information.
ball?
A fitting location for nearly everything in here.
Whoa, brutal.
Prune nut.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something else.
Can we do it
Prune
again?
nut.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nerves.
Good God. This is so hard to figure out how to do fucking anything.
Fun.
I am already says you need a U-shaped tube to catch the cannonball and send it back.
Like it.
I mean, that's very cartoon.
It's
so
very
well-
Wile E. Coyote.
Dude, I love
Wait
Wile
a
E.
minute.
Coyote.
I think there's a U-shaped
fitting
tube behind
location.
Bosco. Oh, but it's not wide enough. It's
a
a
bike
bike
lock.
lock? You do realize, everyone in chat, that if you make a joke like that and then it turns out to be the right answer, you
You're
get
banned.
permaban.
Right.
There's this teacher.
I interacted really fast.
As president,
Oh,
I'm
what?
resolved to address the nation's rat obesity problem without
Wait,
delay.
what did you just do?
Let me out of here.
He was stuffing a
Weird.
thing
We'll
back
let
in
you
the
out of there
cannon.
Soon enough, Jimmy.
Oh.
Soon enough.
Perfect.
Oh
shit,
my
I like
God.
this. This is a good development.
All right, so there we go. Okay, we caused change.
We
Hell
have
yeah.
cost change.
Action gaming. Okay. Nothing says graphic adventure game progress like a timing puzzle.
I have an expensive standing desk,
Timing puzzles.
and now it has a problem where it doesn't go up and down.
It doesn't? What happened?
Error 07 is what happens. Well, it
Is
goes
it-
up and down
is
a
it
lot of the
mechanical?
time. It's electronical and mechanical.
Oh no.
It
I
goes
have,
up and
I
down.
have one that's
most
that's
of the
dumber
time.
than that.
Yeah.
But it does still work.
What
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
we're gonna
mean-
swap the binoculars.
Am I at the respawn point?
Is she coming on to us?
Wake up, Sybil. We freed you from those wacky techno goggles.
Did you guys just hit me in the head with a rat fired from a cannon?
It doesn't sound as cool when you say it.
Hope you're not overly peeved. It was the only way to break your
Overly
hypnotic
peeved.
trance.
I wasn't hypnotized. I was playing a computer game.
No need to thank us. We're freelance police. It's what we do.
Thank you. You guys just ruined my new job.
Your new job was flailing around like a hyperactive fan dancer while screaming gibberish?
That job's already taken, lady. We're freelance police. It's what we do.
I'm a beta tester. I was playing Reality 2.0 with those goggles. And look, you broke them. And I haven't even paid off the deposit.
Uh-oh. We did a bad.
Ah, Reality 2.0. I suspected as much.
It's a new, full immersion, interactive, massively multiplayer adventure. You play with these VR goggles and a Wi-Fi link to a distributed game server.
A
You
Wi-Fi
might want to
link, huh?
explain some of your more
Wi-Fi
elaborate
link.
terms to my technology-challenged
Wi-Fi
little pal.
I'm confused by your word reality.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget you guys are Luddites.
We are not. We're just very good friends.
Reality 2.0 is like a video game. You put on
History will
those goggles
say that they
and
were
enter
roommates.
a different world. It's going to be the biggest thing on the internet.
Who are you working for?
Never pegged you as a computer geek, Sybil. How'd you get the job?
I was checking job listings online and found one right next door.
Lefty's back? I can't wait to see him. Sam, have you seen my good machete?
No, Lefty's gone.
Who's left?
Now that space is being used by the cops.
The cops
Whoa.
moved into our neighborhood?
Those dirty liars. We're all the police this neighborhood needs.
And then some.
Not police. It's an acronym for, well, for something I can't remember.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Max?
I highly doubt it.
These cops guys must be behind our computer crisis. Where did you say those cops guys are?
Over at Lefty's old place, right next to my office.
This is the inciting incident.
What's a
Yeah.
beta tester?
I play computer games to find bugs that need to be fixed before release.
Don't you have to have experience to do that?
All you do is go through somebody else's hard work and point out what they did wrong. I was a
Pretty good.
therapist, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Are computer games a colossal waste of time?
They're not so bad, as long as you're not stuck in some tedious dialogue tree. Have you guys ever actually played one?
They make players antisocial, violent, without conscience or remorse, and too dependent on
Yeah.
instant gratification.
It seemed redundant.
I'm sure that you and any legal counsel that represents you can see how we thought you were hypnotized.
Typical anti-game propaganda. I was perfectly fine. I just wish it hadn't happened on my first day of work.
They had you start working on a Friday?
Today's Monday, isn't it?
You've been playing that game for an entire week.
She's an addict, Sam. Time for an intervention. We'll need some cocktail peanuts, an Iron Maiden, and, oh, a box of handkerchiefs. This is going to be emotional.
An entire week? Maybe I don't want this job after all.
You're not supposed to cave that quickly. And you call yourself an addict.
Is the game any good?
It's all right, I guess. There's way too much repetition, though.
Is the game any good?
It's all right, I guess. There's way too much repetition, though.
What's wrong with the goggles?
You broke them, that's what.
It looks like the rear slot downstream signal Framostat regurgitator chip is blown out.
He has no
Framostat
idea what he's talking
regurgitator.
about, does he?
Never.
Dude, Framstat Regurgitator is such a
Oh,
great
yeah.
line, man.
That's good.
The right and left Ayler tutors.
What's so important about those goggles?
Well, I paid a big deposit on them, for one thing. They're the only way to get into Reality 2.0.
And I'd bet
It's
Max's
Metaverse.
annual salary they're the only way to get to the bottom of this computer crisis.
I mean, I know I said that already about Metaverse, but I mean, what I mean to say is that it's like the concept that like everyone will go online to have their work meetings, like, but you need to have your like VR headset.
Oh,
is-
dude.
The most incredible idea.
I can't wait for the fucking like proper metaverse shit where it's like tapping into your brain stem so you can like smell things. So you can have like a rank odor in your work meeting and shit while you're dressed in your. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna be a frog with no legs. That's the avatar I want, man. I'm gonna be a frog with no legs. I smell just kind of like wet rocks, you know, when you're in a creek and you like lean in close to the wet rocks. And that wet rock smell, that's gonna be me, man. I can't fucking wait. And people sometimes say, yo, this is like the same as what the internet was doing in 2001. To which I say, exactly. Like, that's what's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so fucking degenerate. Oh my god. AOL Instant Messenger used to have public chat rooms, and you could chat to someone specific or chat in a room full of strangers. And those were the two options. And both were awful.
I mean, the
amazing. Yeah.
The number one thing to do is you roll into one of those rooms and you go ahead and type asterisk, sits down in a dark corner, asterisk. That's how you roll into the Red Dragon Inn.
Yeah. Asterisk. I put on my robe and wizard hat, which is like, this is like bash.org with the MIRC logs is like, that's like the early millennial getting tapped into the internet generation type shit. There's ASL.
Thank you, little Bobby Tables. You've done it. You did it. Everybody take a corner, please. And chat, please, everyone take a corner.
There's only 3 left.
Is that true? I thought this room had as many corners as we wanted.
No. This is a corporate-owned metaverse. There's 4 corners. So it is
You pay extra for more corners.
That would, oh my god,
DLC.
microtransaction, additional polygon shapes for your rooms. It's like so good. Someone's like, I want a circle, and they're like, only Mark Zuckerberg gets a circle.
Zuck's yurt, you know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I can't wait for people to like really go insane. Because when I say really go insane, you might think I'm talking about anything extreme. I'm just talking about GeoCities in 3D that you can walk around in. That has one like copyright song playing on loop, and there's just like a tessellated background that's just wraps on every object.
Whoever is the first person to develop a 3D model of an animated little like construction worker with a at work under construction like sign is gonna do gangbusters metaverse.
I mean,
so good.
I saw some amazing stuff from VR chat VR chat looks incredible.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's like
yeah.
it's like
I
yeah.
need to play around with it more.
I mean, it's just like somebody had a bowling alley and stuff, and like somebody had like a little arcade, and it's just so amazing. And so, what's fun is to watch new tech companies, like tech startups, emerge who are like trying to build Second Life.
I
'Cause
know.
They
it's
never
wild.
heard of it, you know. So
Yeah, and then you're like,
Anyway.
oh, like Second Life. You're like, no, but something like really you can spend days in. And I'm like, you should check out Second Life. It's
Yeah.
a lot of content there. Yeah, because the thing is, I was actually talking to a buddy last week about how Toys R Us in the Midwest where I was, there was no boutique toy stores. You went
No,
to
hell
Toys
no.
R Us, and
Yeah.
there was like, it was like rows and rows and rows of toys, and there was interesting cutouts and little zones and like little game setups, and then when you wanted to buy a video game, there was a guy in like a fucking cage who looked like
Oh,
the
yeah.
cashier at a mob casino, you know, and you'd be like, here's the image that I pulled off the shelf of the game that I want, and he would pull it out. There you go, kid. And then you'd open it up and go, it's empty. And he'd go, right. And then he'd pull a drawer out and pull the game out. Just lock it in. Because, like, man, those early Nintendo and Genesis games had that, like, snapped in kind of fucking holder
yeah.
that was, like, so
Oh,
satisfying. Because, like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
those
think
are
most
great.
people who are watching don't even know what physical media is. They like don't
No,
know.
they've forgotten
they have
completely.
Nothing. I mean, know what that is. Like, why doesn't the information just fly through the air into my computer? No, you had to get a cage and a drawer. Yeah,
Most of our viewers, if they saw an AOL CD, they'd be sniffing it, they'd be licking it,
yeah, yeah,
they'd be running their fingers over it, trying to figure it out.
yeah. They would be trying to take a photo of it with their iPhone and see if a filter would get something to show. You know, it's crazy. And like
That's actually a really cool idea.
And
Yeah.
the Sergeant Grumble says, "How old do you think we are?" Your age is actually really similar to mine, and I'm a big bastard. But anyways, the whole point of the story is that I don't think that Toys R Us sucks. I don't think that it's that the experience of wandering through the store wasn't amazing. Like, I loved wandering through a fucking Toys R Us. I loved
That was
it.
my first job, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
I wore the vest. I
Was
worked
it
for
really?
the giraffe. Yeah, that was my first
No,
job.
that's amazing. Did you have
And
to
then later I
memorize
worked at a
the?
place that made the toys, yeah.
Oh, I guess that's right. Wow, that's full chain. And soon enough, you're
Toys
going
is
to
a
be.
cool, it's a cool world. It's a cool world, yeah.
But like, those sorts of spaces would make so much fucking sense in like a VR chat digital world, where when you buy the stuff, you're still getting it on Amazon. You know, you're still getting it like fucking shipped to you. You're getting all those conveniences and stuff, but you can like go hang out at the spot. It's fucking sick. Like,
Right,
hanging out at the
yeah.
spot that has like a little experience in it. Ah, love that
Well, I
shit.
mean, like, also, like, as the world, I mean, look, as the climate change continues and whatever horrible things befall us, I think we're gonna go into a universe of like alternating seasons that are inside and outside seasons, and so we're gonna have to
It's
we're gonna have to live hybrid. is what
so
it's-
so you mean it's like spring, summer, fall, but it'll be like fucking Toyotathon, Game Pass week. Like,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that, but that's
is that what you mean? It's all like because
I
I
was
mean
thinking more like I was thinking more like you'll have to check for like air quality and like disease outside. It'll be like yellow, red, orange, and if it's red, you plug in instead. That's when you stay home and you know you go to the virtual zone. On those
Oh,
days.
I thought you meant like we're gonna come up with a concept of seasons digitally. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, I like I like very didn't understand it.
I mean,
Uh.
real games, simple games done real or whatever it's called. Real games, the video games, the real world that's a season basically. So is Global Game Jam. Like that's the only way that I can mark the seasons is emails for events that I get that I intended to do, but like
Yeah.
never actually have time to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it goes like GDC, E3, TwitchCon, BlizzCon, Christmas. Like those are the This is the
There you
tentpole
go.
events of my year. All right, I'm gonna find out where she got
Where
the
did you
goggles.
get those goggles?
From my new employers, of course. The cops.
What's wrong with the
Gotta go see
goggles?
these
bro-
cops.
It looks like the rear slot.
He has
Never. See you around.
look for me.
Can we take them?
And then we're gonna swap them with the binoculars.
They're
I betcha.
broken.
That's
What?
interesting.
They're broken. They're broken. They're broken.
They're broken.
Okay, so now that we know that there's a business open at Lefties, can we go into Lefties?
I think we can. I think we've found the content.
Man, I just want a hamburger. I don't actually want a hamburger, but you know what? I want
dude.
one.
Oh my god.
I'm not hungry, and it's not in my. Whoa, am I super slow all of a sudden?
Yeah, we
Next
loading
item
screen.
on the agenda.
If you'd like to talk about
What?
the bake
Whoa.
sale and raffle, press 1 now. If you know the name of the topic you'd like to raise, press 2 now.
I hunger!
Refreshments will be served after the meeting.
This was my favorite
We stumbled
episode.
into the warehouse where
Yeah.
Steve Wozniak
What?
makes erotic movies.
Proximity alert!
Hello, and welcome to the Computer Obsolescence Prevention Society.
State
Oh,
your
yes.
business.
State your business.
All right, I'm turning it off and turning it back on again. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, hold on. And
Hold.
hold, bang! There it is.
Yeah, bang.
Bang.
What's the big idea hypnotizing our friend Sybil with your hinky goggles?
Hinky.
Sybil, P-A-N-D-E-M-I-K. Inductee 48,726.
Voice is so
Five.
funny.
She's enjoying Reality 2.0, rated E for everyone.
Everyone, all will fall! There is no escape!
If you'd like to join the internet and
Yeah,
experience Reality
2.0.
2.0 for yourself, press or say yes now.
Dude, that is so good.
Did you say
was-
Reality
oh, I love
2.0?
Oh, my
love it so
camera
much.
froze. Come on.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's got you frozen in a kind of
All right.
religious
Yeah, is it if I
statue
switch?
pose.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
that's right. You know, let's get that full screen. That's good shit.
Contrapasto sort of
Mm.
marble
well, let's-
guy in the middle of a room look.
Let's turn it off and turn it
Marble
back on
guy.
again.
Marble guy. How about it? How about a superhero who's just a marble statue? I feel like Alan Moore would do that.
Yeah. And
Oh, Jesus Christ.
in his interviews, he'd be
And
like,
it would be insufferable.
dude,
Yeah.
it so would. And he would have a movie made about it, and he'd give all the movies away, or all the money away, saying it was rubbish. And then he'd be like, I don't know why anyone likes the main character of the Marble. He's a complete sociopath piece of shit. That's the
Yeah.
point of the Marble. Anyway.
Well, Sean, you know what I gotta say though, at least, is what I found exciting and what I enjoy doing is every weekend I sit down and I watch a new movie, the latest that dropped in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We got there.
yeah. Oh, yes. All right, let me...
What does the internet have to do with your little
Franklin's
virtual
joke was
reality
better.
game?
The internet controls everything.
The internet
Can't help
dreams of a
but
That
world
voice.
beyond
want to
this
say
one.
everything
A
that
world
thing
of
says.
games, a world of commerce, a world with neither boundaries nor exits. Now, using the combined computing power of an entire planet, that
boundaries
dream
nor
is becoming a
exits.
reality.
I have a really cool emoji I
2.0.
can use here, I
It's
think.
totally awesome!
Wait, the internet?
It makes sense. Only an entity with access to universal knowledge could cause computerized chaos on a global scale.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
The internet knows everyone.
By making use of its multiple
That
methods
voice,
of personal
I love it.
contacts with other machines, the internet has gathered the sheer computing power necessary to instantiate Reality 2.0.
Fine, but where does the hypnosis come in?
Reality 2.0 is rated E for everyone.
Everyone, all will fall! There is no escape!
Of course. This isn't about screwing up computers at all. It's about the people.
It is?
Reality 2.0 is nothing less than a fiendish plot to hypnotically enslave, well, everyone.
Great, then it's simple. All we have to do is destroy the internet and all our problems are solved.
All right, where's the internet?
Where can
Perfect.
we find this internet?
You will fail!
The internet is everywhere and nowhere.
Divide by 0 error.
All computers on the
Divide.
planet are now working to create Reality 2.0. The only access to the internet is through Reality 2.0.
You know what? Let's try this new reality.
We'd like to play Reality 2.0.
Reality 2.0 requires our advanced virtual reality goggles, which may not be available in some markets. If you
You think
already
we're
have a
actually
pair
gonna
of
get to
goggles,
see
press
Reality
or say
2.0?
yes now.
Sybil has a pair, but there's a broken part.
Your goggles explode! Game over!
Likelihood of broken rear slot downstream signal from a stat regurgitator, 99.6%. Dispense replacement chip.
Oh.
Stop
Chippy.
complaining and just do it.
Enjoy
Dorkbot
your new
is still
signal
pending
thermostat
approval.
regurgitator chip
Sweet.
and experience all that Reality 2.0 has to offer.
Who's the voice?
But I wanna
Who's
play
doing
too.
the
I doubt they
Sybil?
have a pair that will fit around your hideously oversized skull, Max.
The whole family can enjoy Reality 2.0. Take our complimentary wide-fit goggles designed for playing while bicycling or enjoying full-contact sports.
Safety first.
That voice is so familiar.
Which one? The phone?
Kurt, safety
Oh.
first. I mean, that's so familiar.
Sybil
I
asked
think it's
us
just
to
an
tender her
impression of.
resignation.
She's got seasonal affective disorder and scurvy.
That is too bad. There
Oh,
is
you
a
know what
lot
it
of
is,
that
dude?
going
It's
around these days.
Like Chippy.
It's a.
It's that kind of letter way that
God,
keeps
who's
us.
that guy? Who's that guy?
Oh my god.
The super famous scientist guy. with
Stephen
the
Hawking?
chair. Stephen
Oh,
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
The Stephen Hawking take. Which, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, why did Stephen Hawking always have a? You'd have expected his voice to be more like Fred, you know, from Mac or whatever,
Well,
or to like sound better and better. Over
Well,
the
yeah, no,
years.
he chose to stick with the voice because he felt that like that was his voice.
Right.
Oh, that's actually pretty tight.
Yeah, yeah. But it's less the roboticness, but there is that kind of like you're
Right,
you
yeah.
know you're like you know what do you think of it you're doing here?
The internet is using you machines to hoodwink and enslave the world's populace.
And as President of the United States, that's my job.
We only wish to help.
God, it's so oh my god.
Oh,
What
Sean,
exactly
I
is
can't
going
use my
on
dorkbot emoji in your
We are
chat.
taking the
Oh,
0x0
it hasn't been
three
approved.
steps to celebrate our self-worth.
I live! I am powerful! I will destroy you!
Hello, my name is
Thank
none of your
you
business.
for leading our daily affirmation.
You're also
Daily
vintage.
affirmation.
Worthless scrap heaps of obsolete junk.
Control your anger. Repeat
Brutal.
mission statement.
We formed the Computer Obsolescence Prevention Society to put an end to backwards thinking like yours. Here at COPS, we believe you're only as obsolete as you feel.
Version ain't nothing but a number.
All right, I'm saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
You cannot escape!
You'll have to excuse him. He has a hard time saying goodbye.
Ooh. IV
IV
drip?
drip.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of fancy water cooling thingamabob to support your super fast processor?
It is for output, not input. I do not like to talk about it.
Yikes! That makes two of us.
It's a
Wow.
catheter thing. Oh, I can talk to each one
Listen
individually.
up, cops.
Oh.
No.
See you
I
guys
don't
later.
think you can
No
use an
fun.
IV drip as a catheter.
Why not? Someone's gonna make a lot of money when they figure out how to do that.
that.
Yeah.
I like just bad ideas followed with someone can figure out how to do that. They're gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow. IV bags catheter. Yeah, if you can figure out how to like feed in some fluid to a person and then take out the fluid that they don't want in the person anymore, like all in one bag, like that'll be amazing.
Right.
Yikers.
Zoinkers.
It's like sort of a circle. Life at water is a circle. Fluid is a circle. Why
The chip
shouldn't your
snap
catheter
right
be a
in.
circle?
No soldering required.
Aw, you know how I like to burn things.
Cheer up and put on your orc-kicking boots, little buddy. We're gonna have to play this game to get to the bottom of the world's internet crisis.
It's a good thing your protective hat and my non-compatible brain render us both impervious to hypnotism.
And it's a good thing you've been taking those classes in subtle exposition, pal. Now let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, this
yeah.
is so tight.
Oh,
so excited.
Hey, neat.
After
I
a
love
bumpy
that it,
start.
I love that it
Like
like
this
matrixed
once.
your voice
You sold
right
me a
as it was
defective
loading.
walrus
Whoa.
and then vanished in a puff of orange smoke.
Welcome to Reality 2.0, the perfect place
That's
of
actually
perfect
beautiful.
happiness.
Yeah.
I'm your host, the Internet.
I didn't think the internet had a face.
Reality 2.0 is a lot like Sybil's office.
Reality 2.0 is designed to be superior to ordinary reality in every way.
Sam still looks the same.
That's because I'm already perfect.
Reality 2.0 simulates your world and links it to cyberspace while providing a clever fusion of popular gameplay styles guaranteed to amuse the statistically average person. It's everything for everyone.
Then why do you need to hypnotize people with the goggles?
We are confident that you will be perfectly happy here and will never want to leave. Ever.
These goggle thingies are pinching my head.
Please be advised that this is a beta version of Reality 2.0, so some features and locations may be incomplete at this time.
It figures.
Reality
I love the
1.0
floor.
has the same problem.
Enjoy your new reality.
Hey, wait! Internet? Hello? Nuts.
All right, we went through a loading screen, so I got to reset. Here we go. Beep, bop. Boop. Doop, 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 doop.
I'm just one by one flexing by spamming my different emotes from my channel.
So it's done.
Nice.
All right.
Sybil's tattoo designs sure are more animated in virtual space.
Make it stop, Sam. I'm getting that roiling, vomitous feeling in the pit of my stomach.
You may experience some discomfort as you adjust to your new surroundings.
Dude,
Following this
so
brief
sick.
acclimation period, you will never want to leave Reality 2.0. Ever.
Ever.
Lips.
Testing? Testing! Reality 2.0 has this convenient audio blog feature.
Audio
This seems
blog
like a
feature.
great way to keep notes and communicate with other
is
players.
pre-Twitter,
while
by the
beta
way.
testing.
Like blogs were really big during this time frame, so when Twitter came out, it was called microblogging.
I remember that.
Sybil's creepy fox is here.
It's like the twisted collaborative brainchild of Timothy Leary and Lewis Carroll.
Reality 2.0 emulates the design sensibilities of unavailable authors programmatically by applying heuristic statistical methods to samples of text.
Sounds like hokum to me.
All right, well, there's the exit door. I'm excited to see this, but I want to look at some
I
stuff
wonder
first.
if licking a virtual cactus has the same effect as licking a real one.
Yeah.
Try it if you want, but I'm not gonna be the one pulling virtual cactus spines out of your virtual tongue.
All right, I'm just going to look
Something
at a little bit more.
alarming just happened. This might be TMI, but like it's not.
Tell us
Just,
about it.
so I just farted a little. But the thing is, like, it's stinky, but it doesn't smell like a fart. It smells like burning rubber. I'm like, what is?
Yeah, like that's.
Excuse me.
Did you
Like-
perhaps
What?
eat a tiny bit of tire and cook that one in your body?
I don't know, but whatever. It smells like a machine breaking. It smells like a
Yeah,
car
like
dying.
like something
what is
shorted.
going on?
Yeah, yeah.
Something's wrong. Yeah, so we'll see if I develop other symptoms as the night continues.
I think I like what Cosmo Coco has to say, which is like, you might be a car? Maybe that's what's actually going on, or perhaps... Yeah.
There's a conspicuous golden glow coming from the crack underneath this door.
There must be loot in there. Open the door, Sam.
I can't, you deficient little monkey. It's locked.
Damn, that was like
This can't
harsh.
be the right time.
Time, like sauerkraut and string cheese, is relative.
Clocks in Reality 2.0 are synchronized by continuous packet exchange with the central time server in Wiesbaden. Some inaccuracy
Wiesbaden.
may occur during
Wiesbaden.
high traffic periods.
Sounds very Nancy Drew. I need to go to the local museum in Wiesbaden.
How nice. Sybil set up part of her site just for me.
Yes, but only half.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah, dude, for some reason, my body was just like, 5:30, wake up. And I was like, why? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I want to sleep in till 8. Oh, this is so cool.
Beautiful.
Dude.
So I absolutely actually really want to get like a Oculus Quest.
Yeah.
Because I found it its room scale.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was.
Yeah.
The only thing is my room is not scale. Like I need to get rid of like this
Look,
table
Max,
behind me
some
and stuff
form of
first.
oversized currency just hanging
Yeah.
in the air.
10 out of 10 survey subjects agree. No known experience can match the raw exhilaration of repeatedly leaping for things floating just out of one's reach.
It's science, Sam.
This is
can
really
you throw
cool.
him up?
Whee!
Let's get cracking.
Let's see.
Sean, I think the idea of eating him in the
404,
air to get
street not
those
found.
coins is like
It's right here.
something they
Well,
didn't think
some
of.
of it anyway.
Yeah.
Reality
Maybe.
2.0 is currently at beta status. Some features.
Hey, wait!
All right. Who's antibiotic?
Hello, dearies. If you have anything to mail, hand it over for inspection.
Are you a
Oh,
male cop?
Don't be a dope. She's obviously a female cop.
Actually, I'm a computer program. Antibiotic. I guard the internet from nasty, crippling germs and diseases and make sure only
Antibiotic's pretty
legitimate
good.
mail gets through.
Like religious chain
scanning
letters and
emails for
advertisements for
viruses.
performance-enhancing medications.
From Canada?
You got it, hun.
Whatever shaders are going on here. I
It's
love
nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, the underglow of everything is awesome. Where,
Yeah,
you
I
see
could
the
go for
bottom
some
lip.
underglow.
Oh yeah.
I don't suppose you know anyone by the
Like a
name
blacklight
of Myra
thing, too.
Stump.
Oh, sure, sweetie pie. I have to block a ton of a fan email every day.
The resemblance between you and Myra is eerie.
Really? Well, it's nice of you to say, dear. The internet designed this reality, you know. It picks some of its favorite public figures to represent different functions. You know, to make you player types feel more comfortable.
I'm not sure it
Internet
worked.
designed this reality.
we went to the comments section of Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, where you can really get a sense of what the heartbeat of the internet is thinking and feeling at any point in time. We took all the most upvoted things, we put them in, and it's guaranteed to appeal to the maximum number of people. So good.
Also, we
Could you
have
please
this
explain your
model
job more
already,
thoroughly?
So...
My friend here wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention.
All hail Max!
That is how mail gets distributed throughout
I mean-
the entire internet. This is my trusty sidearm with which I beat senseless anyone who would have the nerve to try and put anything contaminated in the mail. And this is my backup protection in case any scum manages to survive the beating I give them.
How often does that happen?
Never. I have extra proficiencies in weapon, domestic implement.
Dude, I love the idea that to stop any computer virus, she just beats it with a frying pan. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's how it's done.
So, if I was to try to put anything nefarious in the mail, you would...
Beat you senseless with my frying pan while my armor kept you from touching me.
all right.
Gotcha.
Go on, Sam, try it! Few things are more humorous than watching a good friend being splattered on virtual pavement by a virtual frying pan.
I'm
That's true.
touched by your deep concern for my well-being, Max.
All right.
What exactly is the symbolism of that insignia on your armor?
You mean you're not familiar with the Armorani Masterworks line?
If we pretend we know what you're talking about, will you tell us what the heck you're talking about?
This is plus
Oh, it's like
one
Armani.
armor,
I got it.
Which means...
which means that any weapon plus one or less will be useless as a butter knife on aged cheddar. You don't even
That's
know
not
basic
it.
weapon
That's not what
armor
that means.
mechanics. You boys really need to get with
Not
it.
in Dungeons and Dragons, but this is not Dungeons and
Certainly.
Dragons.
Yeah.
It's true.
Do you
This
ever
is
leave
reality
this spot?
2.0.
Oh heavens!
I do love
no.
the idea that a
We'll be here to
magic
guard the
piece of magic
mailbox.
armor or
We
weapon
can
would just
guard it
have a
for
plus
you.
one on
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
if you want to grab a sandwich
Yeah.
or something.
Not a
Clearly
chance,
labeled.
funny bunny man.
Yeah.
It creates a lot of opportunities.
Well, I guess we'll
for
move along
fraud.
now.
Don't
Yeah,
mail any
sure.
wooden nickels.
All right.
MP3 download.
2% milk, 98% water.
Hey, that looks like our
Remember
car.
when
I say
songs
we
on the
claim it.
internet were
Where
called
are we going,
MP3s?
Sam?
Wait, what'd you say?
Remember when songs on the internet were called MP3s?
Are they not anymore?
I think they're just called songs or
Yeah,
audio
like
files
the
or
format
music.
is. Dude,
Yeah.
that's an interesting comment because like some things are referred to by their image format, like a GIF,
Sure. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, but you used to call them MP3s and GIFs.
I
And
mean, the difference between like a GIF implies animation, right?
Yeah.
Even though a GIF and a PNG are basically the same thing, but like
Yeah.
you
They're
wouldn't say
not
like a
the same
JPEG.
thing.
Yeah, you say an
They-
image now.
People do say JPEG.
Yeah.
JPEG does imply like a photo.
Yeah. But that's because it's an image format that's designed for photos.
Yeah.
So good.
Nowhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Oh, it's Jack in the Box. Go. Go, 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 go.
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Jack in the Box! Let's kill it! Pop-ups!
Can't we get away from ads
Whoa.
anywhere?
Whoa.
We believe that you will want to hear about products available from our sponsors.
Pop-ups.
Pretty solid.
All promotions in Reality 2.0 are tailored to the buying habits of the individual user.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I love my algorithms, man. My algorithms recommend to me all the stuff that I just got done buying. Let me tell you.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get a new toilet seat cover, it's like, here's a 5-pack of toilet seat covers. I'm like, I already bought the toilet seat cover. You know, and then I order shampoo, and it's like, you should get some shampoo. I'm like, I don't need it. I just got shampoo, man.
The other thing that's happening to me, I was telling Lee earlier, I've been yearning for a 3D printer. And so I spent a lot of time looking at 3D printers and not buying them. And Amazon is desperately trying to sell me filament. Like every day, I get emails. You need to know about this great deal on filament. We think that you'll be very interested in this.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with it, Amazon.
Okay, only.
Yeah, no, like, I really, because, I mean, it's, you feel like the printer is the super object and the filament is the sub object. But maybe it's actually the opposite. Like, maybe like, gun ownership starts with a bullet collection, right? Maybe...
If I had a robust supply of filament...
Yeah, may as well just...
Ship starts with bullet collection. Can I get that on, like, a t-shirt?
Yeah. Yeah, or, like, you start getting, like, thinly sliced meats and tomatoes, and you go, at this point, I may as well pick up some bread. Like...
There you go.
Yeah, because the cold cuts are really the ammunition of the sandwich.
they're the bullets of the Subway footlong, yeah. Oh, this is great.
I guess this is what our office would look like if it didn't exist yet.
What? You guys, I swear, wherever I go, there you are.
Oh, don't tell me you've become a Buddhist.
Say, what have you got there, Jimmy?
Oh no, get away from me.
Hand it over, mini jerkbag.
No way. I stole this coin fair and square.
Now, Jimmy, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. But personally, I'm leaning towards the hard way.
It's mine. Beat it.
All right, I think we can go in there.
Jimmy, don't make me come in there.
I'd like to see you try, fat feet.
They're big boned.
Seriously, his metatarsals are massive.
Well, then use your ginormous feet to beat it.
All right, so... Oh, there's an ant farm. Nice.
Cyber ants.
Reality 2.0 is the first
Cyber
and
ants.
only massively multi-ant experience.
Girl, you have got to go on a picnic sometime. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, friends. I need to bounce because I got to pick up medicine for Shiro.
So here's what I'm gonna do. This is perfect. We're gonna save it here. We're gonna save it here so that way we lose nothing. Yep. And Lee, I think that what makes save it. Oh, it just did it. Okay.
It just
Lee,
did it.
you and I are gonna just talk about something and watch this. I even have this prepared, Sean. Okay, wait. There you go. Now you're invisible.
Perfect.
Yeah, so if you want to go, I need you just to mute and, like, not hang up because, like, my layout depends on your camera staying right there. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks, friends.
Oh, God, what a treat. And,
good luck.
Sean, is there any question that Lee and I should talk about while you're gone?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. What do podcasts look like in the metaverse? That's my question.
Oh my God, great question, Sean. Thank you. Don't forget to mute your stuff, so that way we don't hear you bouncing around, extracting plasma from your cat and putting it on the other side of the cat. Like, I don't really know what you're doing, but like, maybe you need to go do your cat taxes. But you're not on camera anymore. This is great.
All right. Bye, friends.
Bye. Lee,
Bye.
Lee, can you kick us off a little bit, explaining how a podcast might change when incorporating the metaverse?
Oh shit. Here's the problem that I see is that the most important thing about podcasts is that they just live in your ears, so you can do other things while you're listening. So honestly, like I think a podcast in the metaverse is going to be exactly the same. But what I'd like to explore is what's around the podcast. Are there plus ones? Can we plus one the experience? Like if you were, how about this? You have a podcast empire. Okay, just imagine. You have the most famous podcast of all time. It's called Animal Preferences. And it's a pet podcast.
Yeah.
And metaverse happens, right? And then and they come to you and they say, "What do you want us to do? What's your next move? How are you going to bring this into the metaverse? How are you going to plus one pet preferences?"
Well, see, here's what I think that we could actually do with our podcast: Animal Preferences, Pet Preferences. Is it Pet Preferences? Have we decided on the alliteration or the more syllables?
I feel like maybe Pet Preferences is like one season of Animal Preferences.
Yeah.
Animal Preferences has been going for about 12 years.
So I actually think that in the metaverse, it would be great if you were driving your Metacar and like you didn't put on the audio of us in your Metacar. You had us in the back seat as like digital avatars just playing out. Yeah. Or, go ahead, Lee.
What if there's just and this is more generalized. What if there's a podcast player where the people talking are always just right behind you?
And if you turn your head, it's just like that Resident Evil demo, like
gone.
where you just hear them clacking around. Oh, that's really good.
You can only see them in mirrors. Yeah.
By the way, that reminds me, everyone should go watch Archive 81. Lee, I know you're a fan of the spooks.
Oh God, can we talk about that? I guess without spoilering. But
oh my God, did you finish it?
I did. I did, and I thought
we finished it. It's good.
It followed through, right? Like it followed through.
It stuck the landing. Like
because I was worried. You know why? There's this thing that I call it effing the shark. So it's like jumping the shark, but with F-bombs. Because in horror, here's the problem.
Yeah.
In horror, there's a lot of like the characters are becoming, horrified at stuff, and then sometimes the writers do this thing where they have all the characters stop having emotions anymore, and they just all shut down and they start dropping F-bombs, which is where you get quotes like. Listen, we just gotta fucking go in because there's some fucked up ritual going on. We gotta fucking and you're like, when did you turn into this character?
No, I thought that was really good. That's really awesome. Oh my God.
But I was so concerned because they definitely did approach that. They did that, but then they came back from it within the same episode.
Oh,
and I've never seen that before. But
dude, I cannot.
Yeah.
I loved Archive 81 because I loved the character that plays Dan, where he's like a slightly awkward media nerd who's freaking out. And the actor like fucking nailed that. I was like, I'll probably need some more equipment if I need to get that done. I'm like, oh, that guy's a fucking nerd. I believe that he cares a lot about restoring media. And then when things are going wrong, he's like, shit. And I'm like, God, that's exactly. And then you fucking have Melody Pendris, who's like fucking anytime she sees someone who is splitting in half, she just like gets her camera and she like walks right up to the person
that's
splitting
like
in half. Like, oh, let's just go over here. Absolutely fearless, leads into all traumatic situations, camera first, recklessly. And you need a reckless character if you want to go places in a horror movie.
Yeah. There's also I loved, and I actually loved how quickly they resolved it. But there's like a little, they have like a little puzzle in there. They have a little mostly walking puzzle where at some point in the series later on they, because the whole thing is about tapes, but at some point they get these audio tapes. They're like, they play the audio tapes. I'm not going to spoil it, but they play the audio tapes and they just hear it go like, and then they like solve their little like adventure
they had a
game style
puzzle.
problem.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Oh,
especially because it was like interesting and it was a twist, but they just sort of like, they just did it and they was like, oh, that was pretty smart, and then they just kept moving. I like that. That was pretty good.
Oh,
pretty good.
some good stuff. And and I just want to, it's really good. It's a good one, man. That's a good one. Wow.
There was a problem I had with it, but I don't think I can go into it because it's spoilery.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that could have been explored.
Oh yeah, it's just that was so great. And the thing that I loved most about it is that there are some scary moments, but there's really not a lot of them. Like
right. Let's see. One thing I'll say is,
did you hear that?
Sharif don't like it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
One thing I will say is, not really ghosts, but kind of a friendly ghost kind of thing happens where it's the kind of thing where it's like, how they're, I don't know if they do this exactly either, but it's like somebody's you go into the bathroom, you open the mirror, you close it, and there's a spooky ghost behind you.
Yeah.
Except in this case, sometimes that's like a friendly character, so they'll just be like, it's you.
Hey, and he's
it's
like,
so good to see you.
And the guy's like, yeah, Jesus Christ. And I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like so good.
All right, Lee, this is not a spoiler, but hopefully I can communicate to you the scene where the old woman walks into the convenience store.
Oh, that's a scary scene.
Doing that. Oh my God.
Good.
Oh my God. All the actors are like, good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a spoiler, and I'm this is not the entirety of that scene, but what I will say, the scary thing this woman does is walk into a convenience store and look around, and just
oh my gosh,
the way she is, it is so freaky deaky.
I have never seen something that is so boring terrify me. It was boring. It was so scary, though.
Yep.
Holy, I couldn't handle it. Oh.
What I will say is, and this might spook you once again, is
I want to shiver.
You know how the whole thing, you're seeing it from, it's found footage, so you're seeing it through this camera that she's holding. That sequence with the old lady and the thing, that happens after Melody has left that building. So, the camera, nobody's holding that. There's no camera. You're just seeing it through a ghost camera.
Oh, it's so good.
Which is so good.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Oh my God. And like once you learn more, you can like go back and relook for clues and shit. It's fucking such a clue-worthy show. Is there
clue-worthy show?
Yeah, are there, so I'm curious. Every once in a while I'll become obsessed with some piece of media and need to like re-comb over it 100 times.
Oh.
And I'm wondering what's your comb over media?
Comb over media? Well, I have the 2 Twin Peaks books.
Yeah.
I've gone through, I didn't finish it, but I started a process of like making databases of like symbolism in Twin Peaks. Because it can almost be read that way, but then it doesn't quite hold up enough to finish doing that. But like Twin Peaks The Return is packed with like it's good. That's something else. Oh yes. So Netflix nailed me. Here's what they did. You know what they recommended to me?
What?
Supernatural procedurals.
Oh,
and they
my
were like,
God,
here.
yes.
It's like a TikTok where it's like this For You page is really for you. It's like here, and I was like, fucking all right, that's
Thank
it.
you.
You got me.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
You were looking at the algorithm. You're like, it's so good. It's so good. It fucking boomed me. Yeah, like
spooky backstory.
Oh yeah,
that has to be uncovered
trying
by
to think of
a detective who's getting spooked.
What are some good spook procedurals? Because I mean, like Supernatural is the obvious ultimate spook procedural because it immediately degenerates to just like fucking fan service excellence.
I mean, Mist is one of them, but that's more, that's not a spooktastic. That's not horror, but it's. I love that because it's spooky. It is spooky.
You might really enjoy The Silent Sea. That's another TV show I've been recommending a lot. Silent Sea. It is a complete series. It is 8 episodes long. It's a South Korean sci-fi spook movie about a crew in the near future that has to go on a 24-hour mission to an abandoned research facility on the moon to recover a mysterious research sample.
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
And it's, I mean,
you know what's tough is it's hard to sell people on this kind of series because the only thing that it can say is like 5 mysterious strangers under mysterious circumstances must solve a mystery.
Yeah. Have you?
Like, okay.
Yeah. Like it's it has to have a premise that's so good because when you say, like for instance, a research facility on the moon. Oh, that's a cool place. What the fuck is with that? It's abandoned. Why would you abandon a research facility on the moon?
Such a good idea.
Because when it's one of those true urban horrors, it's just like 7 kids go to the woods and discover that there aren't just trees, and it's like, oh, that's fucking boring. Someone's like, no, the payoff is incredible.
Can I tell you one other thing that gets me going?
Oh, tell me where the wiggles come from.
If I'm on a date and this person whispers it in my ear, I'll just wet my pants.
You'll just go right past arousal to evacuation.
It's just evacuation, and it's just the vagus nerve, 1000% activated. Is when there's a fucking red room or whatever, where they're like, second episode, they're like, oh, and another thing, the 13th floor, you're not allowed in there. And I'm just like, all right, watching the rest of the fucking series.
Oh my god, yes, thank you.
Something about that. That's
it's the locked door.
Yeah.
It's like you walk into a room and there is a door. Why does that door look weird? No one's allowed to ask about the goddamn door. And I'm like,
it's just whenever they say that, they should wink. Like that character should wink at the other character.
Yeah.
Just be like, you're not allowed in there.
It should be the reverse of a content warning. It should be a content you're welcome. Right? It should just be like, oh yeah.
That is definitely how it feels. Oh wow.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of those other really good little mind-boggler quality. Spooky kind of, but like it builds and there's like a little mystery. Because here's the thing that I really don't like. Here's let me tell you, like this is actually the reason why I like Archive 81 so much, is that I love the sort of mood and aesthetic and components that live in horror stuff. I love that, the whole idea of there's something supernatural and tons of people don't believe it. And so how do you bring them to believe, and all that sort of shit. But I find that a lot of horror degenerates into 2 locations, sometimes both. One of them is, and then everybody died. I hate that shit, right? Where it's just like, some awful shit started happening, and it kept happening to death. That's the end. That sucks. The other one is when it's an exploration of how much it sucks to be in a spot that sucks. It starts to be really psychological. It's about the sense of isolation that comes from whatever the heck. Unless there's some good plotting and that sort of thing, like, it's so hard for me to care. Like, And that's what I loved a lot. Okay, a great example of this, I watched this Nicolas Cage movie called Color Out of Space. And it's just...
Color Out of Space? Or
yeah,
Color Out of Space? Oh, Color Out of Space.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm writing it.
So I'm gonna spoil the whole fucking thing.
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
really matter.
There's a lot of movies to watch. Sure.
Yeah, it's basically that there's some supernatural, otherworldly, Lovecraftian force that winds up descending upon this family, and stuff just sucks. And it keeps sucking until it's like escalated to just like it fucking sucks. And that's the movie. There's no like active decisions. It's just passive characters wandering around, getting in fights and being weird to each other, and well, frankly, Nicolas Cage doing Nicolas Cage things, which is wildly entertaining. But I really love Archive 81 is there's like a story with the spooky shit going on, and there's actual payoff to that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Oh, can I tell you a movie that's in all of these, except I don't like it?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like it. It's Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, love Cabin in the Woods. So
I didn't
much.
like it. You know, I just didn't like how clever it thought it was.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It kind of like you could see the reflection of the writers. Going,
Like it's
yeah,
it was that was a Joss Whedon joint, right? Because it should have been called Joss Whedon's A Cabin in the Woods. Like it's just like so like it just Joss Whedon. It was Jossing Whedonly.
Yeah, it just Whedoned everywhere, and I just didn't have any Swiffer wipes left. So
well, like let me be clear. I would watch it if it was on. I would be so down. If people were like, "Let's watch Cabin in the Woods," I'd be like, "Yes, I will enjoy this thoroughly." But it's like it's like among that that rarefied company of that style of thing. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
It's too
Not for me.
archetypical. It's like
it's too clever.
It's just too clever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really clever. It's good,
but it's not bad. You know what I mean?
It's good.
What's the? Oh man, what do you call it when it's something you don't like, but the dislike is elevated because it's within, because it's good, because it's within, because you know it's like you appreciate it, but you don't like it, but it's not for you.
Oh yeah, no, I have this all the time. Appreciate, think it's well done, not for me. I have this with most of what people would call good movies that are well written with quality acting. Like, I mean, I typically like things that are much more pulpy, but that's a thing, isn't it? When something is just, it's the most well done of that thing that I don't care for, and I don't care for it at all, man.
Yeah, it's I guess it's kind of like you could just imagine that with wine. You'd be like, it's too austere. You know, it's just I find that its austerity is just too self-aggrandizing.
It's I think that we should actually call these things IPAs, because like that's what an IPA is, right? Because IPAs was once upon a time an IPA, which for any of you that don't know, this is an India Pale Ale, which is originally started as something that kind of had some light notes of like bitterness and hoppiness that you could recognize as beer. And sometime in like 2017, someone was like, can I make alcohol taste like plant dirt? And then they made these IPAs that are like so hoppy.
Yeah.
Like the inside of my teeth can taste the hoppiness. I can feel it in my
kind of
eyes.
Metallic.
Yeah. And it's just like, what are we doing? You went to like such a crazy extreme about it, and that describes Cabin in the Woods according to your metric, right? Like you want a slightly clever slightly clever horror movie, but it's so clever, it's like a 12,000 IBU, whatever the numbers are, hoppy IPA where you drink it and you go, fucking, what are we doing? What's the end game? Why do we just keep putting more moss in this?
Yes. I started kicking around ideas for a game that's in that genre as well.
That's just
But because it's
clever.
me, it's also quirky as fuck, you know.
It's
got a haunted cereal brand, haunted like breakfast cereal brand,
Oh yeah.
and an old mansion. Oh, I gotta throw in a room that you're not allowed to go in yet.
Of course, dude. The third book in the Kingkiller Chronicles, and the entire
Kingkiller Chronicles. That's
yeah,
powerful name.
it's really well written. The author wrote 2 of them. Spent forever to write the first book. Second one came out pretty quickly, and this third one is just taking a long time. And people just they want it so bad. And if you go to like any forum, people are just like, what's behind the goddamn door in the library? What's behind the goddamn, and like and the third book is called The Doors of Stone.
Sure.
So everyone's like, oh, they're gonna open the door. Like, oh my gosh, Lee, you gotta get them doors in there, man. More to the door.
Can I tell you an amazing story? I'll describe one thing I love doing, and this is a little segment we like to call Lee Describes a TikTok.
Yes, please.
This was a TikTok that just told the true story of, because it's like, you know, like you do, you look up like worst ways people have died or been killed in history.
Yeah.
This was somebody was, I don't know, guilty of some crime, and so they in ancient times, right?
They were guilty of selling the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah. So they fucking cask of Amontillado this guy. Like they brick him in, or they like mortar him in, but it's in the middle of like a public square.
Oh,
like it's
awesome.
just like a little Minecraft hut that they put in.
They just
and they were like, and for the next week, there would be bouts of screaming and then silence, and then somebody top comment was, dude was bricked up. Which I don't know if you're familiar with the most modern usage of that phrase, but on TikTok, when you say something's bricked up, I mean it has an incredible erection, Sean. It's just,
dude, that's so good.
Your dude, my dude was bricked up.
Yeah, no, that I think is like one of the greatest consequences of like just the modern internet, is where you just go thunk, and you just you're like, I have this toy, I have this Lego piece.
Yeah.
Does it work here? I'll say it anyways. Does it work here? I'll say it anyways. And then when it works, you're like, oh, it feels good.
Well, I'm like, how would you explain that to that guy, right? Like he's going through
to the guy being bricked up.
Yeah, like you have to. It's like, okay,
first you
like,
need
he's in there, he's in there dying horrible, right? But then like
it's tough.
You're the internet fairy, and you're like, look,
yeah,
I know this is a pretty bad situation you find yourself in, but like what I want to say is maybe this makes it better. In the year 2022.
2020.
Somebody's gonna be telling this story of you. Oh, look,
yeah,
it was very
dunk dunk dunk. You have to get something really hard and tell it. Dunk 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 dunk. Hello, are you in there? Has someone? Have you come to save me? Look, listen. I am from 300 years in the future, and I can't do much because it would change the timeline and all of humanity would die. But I'm here to tell you this. There is a location where all human knowledge and all of humanity can go in one place, exchange ideas, communicate with people on the other side of the planet. In a second, the world is now one.
First, let me explain to you what being bricked up means.
Yeah. It's like
this is really funny.
Part 2. Now that you understand a bit about that, I want to let you know that not a lot gets done on the internet. In fact, there's a bunch of ways to describe sexual things. You know how it's like really puritanical and you get like stoned if you do anything perverted according to the church? Well, everyone does all that shit in the future, and we have really funny ways of saying things.
Yeah.
Bricked up, guess what that means? Guess what that means? I'm gonna make you guess. You know? And then when he
here's
guessed,
why I mention it.
yeah, here's why I mention it, because I was talking to my friend, and isn't that funny? And isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious? Like, that would be really good.
Anyway, just the fact it was like you know Samuel Pepys. Do you know this?
I don't know
this
Samuel Pepys.
fucking dude. Okay, from like 1700s or something.
No,
and he kept a journal. He kept a diary, and then somebody digitized it, and then there's a Twitter that just posts a random excerpt from Samuel Pepys's diary. So it's like 1700s or whatever, and it's just like all this stuff he's saying about like, my dick didn't work today, but at least I went to the theater, got a carriage ride, and it's like, okay, and then he's always like hoeing around with like his wife's brother's sister's maid or whatever shit, and he's like, caught a nice show. He's like always going to shows and shit, but here's the thing, like we got this guy's diary, put it on the internet, and now people just shitpost all over it. And it's like
this is what immortality is. Like, I mean,
really
Shakespeare invented some incredible turns of phrase, and this guy was just like, going to a show, going home.
It's like Emily Dickinson would probably just be like, those were private. Like, those are my private writings.
Oh my God.
You're telling me that you show these to adolescent boys and they just make fun of me for the rest of time? Yeah, it's rough. Hard to explain to people.
It's crazy.
Sometimes.
I mean, it's crazy to me still that like humans are just leaving behind data, like each one. Like if at some point I don't know, go live on Pluto or some shit,
Jupiter, yeah.
Yeah, live on Jupiter. You can just like, here's my notebook, like right here, you just like open it up.
Yeah.
And you're just like looking and just like, what does this mean? And I just like wrote some stuff down. I actually looked at my notebook today and I was like, I don't know what I was writing here. So I just like crossed it out and kept going. Yeah. Someone's going to look at that and go, did he write this and get frustrated and cross it out? We did carbon dating on the ink. There's 3 months between this, when this was written, when this was crossed out. There's going to be shit like that where people are going to be diagnosing the version history of stuff. They're going to be counting the rings in my notebook,
I'm very concerned about when we lose, when there's a dark age and we lose the knowledge of how to read all the digital files that we have. That's gonna be a bummer.
I wonder if there's what's going to be called the Turtles All the Way Down Society. And what the Turtles All the Way Down Society does is once we start spending more time in the digital space than in the physical space, someone's just going to go, we need to have a physical record of how to rebuild this digital space. And then you're going to start having one layer deep forms of digitization in the metaverse. You're going to start having, another way to
you think we're going to go double digital?
Oh, 100%. Like, it's not.
Wait, we've already kind of, our show is sort of that kind of,
yeah,
but it's still digital.
Yeah, it's like duper digital, but it's going to get super.
Oh, wait a minute.
Soon.
Oh wait, shit! I gotta stop this because it's gonna play a song. I almost took down your whole stream.
That's how I'm gonna go. So since it's 9, I actually have the perfect way to close this out with a DMCA story. So I'm wearing the WCG shirt. Stands for World Cyber Games. It was the first big, consistent international esports competition.
Esports.
There were things like CPL that like claim to be international, but it's kind of like when you have an airline that says it's an international airline because it like also goes to Canada. It's like it doesn't really count, right? Like World Cyber Games was actually more of an Olympic structure where each country would have their own qualifier in a variety of different games. Tight. Oh, it was great. And then, all the competitors would fly in from all over the world to some city, and a new city was picked each year. And then we'd all go there and invariably lose to whoever came from South Korea. So, it was really cool. I believe that it was either the Sun or someone close to like the CEO of Samsung or the founder of Samsung. The kid really cared about esports and wanted to just create this tournament circuit, and there it was. And it was like the thing that you looked forward to every year. You'd just be training over the summer and going to tournaments to lead up to various qualifiers and building up to the end of the year. Oh, it was great. they had a theme song called Beyond the Game that is absolutely out of control and has no self-awareness at all. It's like talking about zooming through cyberspace and being united and like going beyond the game. And every single player knew that song by heart. Because like, you know how there's like the national anthem that plays and you like go to a fucking ball game and shit. Before we would begin the competition, we all had to fucking stand up and listen to Beyond the Game. And everyone's like looking at each other like, holy shit, can we go? We have to stay here? Because they would like do these little ceremony things with like bring flags around and shit. Oh my god. Everyone here, let me go look up Beyond the Game on YouTube. Where are we?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Beyond the Game song. Where is this? Oh. Here to make our stand. Oh shit, don't play. Alright, here we go. Beyond the Game. Everyone needs to watch this shit. I can't watch it because I have a DMCA fear. And I don't want to play a copyrighted shit, but it is good. It's out of control. So I'm gonna turn this off. Lee, any final words?
Oh, this is like a Pokemon song.
Yeah, it's really good.
Last words. I don't know. No? After this, I'm maybe going to watch some TV.
Dude,
That's it.
Silent Sea is a good show.
That's it. Well, I'm probably going to watch a little bit of The Woman... What is it called? The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window?
I wanted to watch that one.
It's good. It's... You have to watch it, and you have to tell me if you think it's actually parody or not, because it's hard to say.
Oh my god,
it's fun. It's a fun watch.
What is it's the woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
Yeah,
that's such a good name. Yeah. All right, bye, darling. See you next week.
Bye.